So tonight was the second performance of Midsummer, and if there were ever a night to take up heavy drinking, I think this would be it. So basically, we've had a lot of problems with moderators in the past, and unfortunately, our main moderator's mother passed away and the funeral was today, so he couldn't make it. So, with that knowledge, I was like, okay, I do not know how we are going to enter this school on Saturday. So, because I'm an idiot, I was like, oh, basketball or something. We'll probably be practicing. They were not. So I got to the school about an hour before call, just so I was like, alright, if there is no way to get into the school, I can come up with some kind of a solution before everybody gets here. So I get there at like 5 o'clock. And, nobody's there. All the doors are locked. There's no way in. So I'm like, alright, fuck. So I start to call every teacher I can possibly think of. But, of course none of them are answering. After a little bit of reluctance, I called the assistant principal, who did answer. And I was like, hey, we're locked out of the school, we got a show tonight. Is there any way you can let us in? And he's like, I'm in the Bronx. And I'm like, oh shit. So he starts calling every teacher in the books. I'm calling every teacher. He's calling every teacher. Every teacher's being called. I'm 411ing for my teacher's home phones because I cannot get a hold of anybody. Nobody's answering. So, I'm freaking out. At this point, I went across the street. I was asking the nuns in the comment. I was like, please, do any of you have a key? I tried calling the Dominican Sisters of Spark Hill to see if I could find Sister Nancy. I was like, please, somebody has to have a key. Somebody has to be around. Come on, please. At this point, it's 5:45, and kids are showing up for call. And I'm like, just wait in your cars. We're locked out for right now. We'll figure something out. Something will happen. The show will go on. So, we're calling everybody like crazy. We're trying to figure something out. All of a sudden, Dan Van Heist, who's my buddy, he's playing Thisbe, opens the door. He's like, hey, I got in. Everyone come inside. I get in there. I'm like, Dan, how did you get into this school? He's like, oh, there was an open window. I broke in. Mr. Power calls me. Did you guys just trip the alarm? So the cops are coming, and he's like, get out of the building now, because if they catch you in there, you will be arrested. So we all get out of the building. Then one of the students' parents gets on the phone with Mr. Power, and he's like, all right, I'll give you the code to disarm the alarm. You guys get in there, you do your show tonight. Fine. So I'm like, all right, Dan, get back in, let us in the school. And he's like, oh, when I entered the school the first time, I locked the window behind me. So we're locked out again. We have no way in. There's no open windows. No way in the school. The alarm is still tripped. So at this point, I'm freaking the fuck out. Hysterical crying. It's 6:15, 6:30. I'm freaking out. Then we get another call. We're calling everybody. Everybody we can think of. Secretaries at the school, former secretaries at the school. We're like, does anyone know the janitor's number? Jesus Christ, someone get us in this school. It got to the point where I was like, we're going to have to turn people away. Because the show is at 7, it is now 6:30, and we have no way into this school. And it doesn't look like we're getting a way in. Finally, I get a call. The assistant principal's wife, who happens to be one of the administrators as well, is on her way to unlock the door. Are you kidding me? I called you an hour and a half ago, and it took you this long to think of your wife to let us into the school? I assumed she was in the Bronx with him. But whatever. So, we did get into the school. We pushed the show back to 7:30, but we did get it done. It went okay. We broke a few things. People forgot lines, but you know what? We got it out of the way. People still seem to enjoy it. But oh my god, I need a deep tissue massage and vodka, because it's been a night. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., Midsummer.